My name is Akseli. I'm a member of Economic Space Agency, a political economist, and I'm going to introduce and facilitate this session for us this afternoon. Rick and Jorge, okay, great, I'll see you well. Cool, now, let's start. One of the most difficult things to understand about cryptoeconomic systems is that they really have a potential to cause an irreversible change in what we understand as economy. They can turn economy in itself, economy and its conventions, its institutions in themselves into a design space. Now, yet, within cryptoeconomics, there has been very little attention to rethinking the economics component. The consequence has been like an implicit embrace of a very conservative orthodoxy of what is economy, how does it work, what is valuable, how does money, markets, credit, how do they work? From our perspective, we really think that it is this orthodoxy which is actually blocking the real potential in the cryptoeconomic systems to really facilitate radically different political and economical organization. And we think that a new understanding of economy can actually unlock the potential of distributed computation. Now, and this is something we've been working on for quite some time, quite intensively, and I'm pretty excited about it too. So this is what we call our economic white paper of Economic Space Agency, Protocols for Cryptoeconomic Networks. And it's still in the pre-alpha private review, but if you are interested in rethinking economy and its conventions as protocols, and thus as a design space, please just let me know, and we are really happy to share the text. Now, in the work we've been doing, we started to realize that what we are really doing, what we are really working with, it's a language. It's a language for expressing economic networks, a language for new economic expression. So we think that we're working with an economic language that can express the capitalist network protocols, but even more. It can go beyond them. It can encompass the capitalist value calculation, but express even more, like more qualified values, while refusing their collapse into one value form, into one value expression that disqualifies all the non-money values as externalities. So we think that this grammar, this economic grammar, is capable of valuing, for instance, the biosphere, care, intangibles, social innovation, without reducing the information they contain into this one capitalist-defined index of price, or the measuring unit of profitability. So in that sense, it's a post-capitalist language, a language for post-capitalist value expression, economic expression in a very literal sense. Now, in the white paper, in the economic white paper, we basically deconstruct the basic protocols of capitalist economics, the market, the profit, price, credit, debt, and then reconstruct them into a set of new economic protocols. And this is what we really want to talk here today. Now, before going into that, let me just quickly introduce also the team that we have here on stage and in Zoom also. So let's start with, can you give me the slides back? Yeah. Thanks. So I'll start with Jorge Lopez. He's a distributed systems architect. And I mean, I've learned so much from Jorge about engineering, and a kind of a new kind of respect how creative the software engineering can be. So he's joining us from, he's a chief architect and the co-founder also of EXA, and joining us from San Francisco.
Hi, guys.
Good. Jorge. Great. Then we have Dick Bryan. Give me the slides back. Great. Dick Bryan, who is our chief economist. He's a professor of political economy from Sydney University, and one of the has one of the best understandings, I think, of derivative finance. Like a finance as a derivative finance as an organizational and political technology. Here are a couple of his latest books, Risking Together from last year, and then the other one from 2005, Capitalism with Derivatives, which has been a really important book for me personally. And they both are written together with Mike Rafferty, who's also an advisor to the project. Then we have Benjamin Lee here on stage. And he's a professor of anthropology at the New School, and kind of bringing, there's a really good book by Ben, The Derivatives and the Wealth of Societies, and he's also the coordinator of the Volatility Working Group in New York, and basically has helped us understand the pre-money value forms, and then like of the primitive societies, of gift societies, and help us understand kind of how that relates to these post-money value forms we are working with. And then Jonathan Beller, here also with us. He's the professor of media at Pratt Institute. And from Jonathan, I chose a couple of good books also, one on computational capitalism and other on cinema as a mode of production. And Jonathan has been working a lot with the attention economy, semiotics of the new mode of production. Then also here at MIT, Anna and James from the core team. And I think we are ready to go.